Welcome to my channel. This is my first requested reaction for the day, and it's Mitski singing Francis Forever. That's with an I, so it's a male. Francis Forever. This was requested anonymously and no notes. So we're just going to dive right in like we always do. But before we do that, I got to thank you for coming here and thank you for everything that you do to bless me. The comments that you make. The fact that you just keep coming back. The fact that you take time out of your day to be with me. It just blows my mind and it blesses me tremendously. So thank you. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's relevant. I no longer put the link to the reaction request form because I'm not currently taking requests, new ones. I've got over 3,600 in my queue. I've got to get some of those cleared out before I take any more. I hope you understand. So this is Mitski. And it started up. So this is Mitski singing Francis Forever.
I don't know what to do without you. I don't know where to put my hands. I've been trying to lay my head down, but I'm writing this at 3 a.m. I don't need the world to see that I've been the best I can be, but I don't think I could stand to be when you don't see me. On sunny days I go out walking. I end up on a tree-lined street. I look up at the gaps of sunlight. I miss you more than anything. I don't need the world to see that I've been the best I can be, but I don't think I could stand to be where you don't see me. And autumn comes when you're not yet done with the summer passing by, but I don't think I could stand to be where you don't see me.
You know, her music tends to be really short. This one was 2.5 minutes. Wow. I mean, that's a short song. That really is. There were some things I noticed about this. One thing was that the predominance of the bass, which I recall was in one of her other songs before as well. It's an interesting approach. Rather than having guitars in the lead, well, okay, a bass is a guitar. Well, it might not be. But you know what I'm saying. Normally the what do we call them? Standard standard guitars. Normal. I don't know what you call a guitar that's not a bass. What do you call a guitar that's not a bass? Just a guitar. Okay, the lead guitar. Normally, those are what carry the tune. But Mitski chooses to have the bass playing a melody, which is really interesting. The only other artist I can think of that does that is Lana Del Rey. And I've wondered before if Mitski isn't inspired by or what's another word? Motivated by listening to Lana Del Rey. So that's an interesting question. Again, I didn't get all the words, but I got enough to think that this was a song about a guy who isn't paying as close attention to his girl as he ought to be. And you know, it's interesting in life. We can get all wrapped up in our own stuff and forget about the people that we love. Then they start feeling neglected, and rightfully so. So you should set aside some time each week to be with your loved one and focus on them and make them feel like they're wanted, like they're cared for. At least once a week, if not every day. She's an interesting singer. She really is. If nothing else, just the shortness of her music. It's always very short and quick, and she just gets her point across and she's done. She doesn't have to carry on with a lot of extra stuff, which is interesting. I pray for everybody that's on my channel, including you, that God will bless you in ways that you cannot imagine and that you've never thought of. And that He will fill your life with His love and with His joy and His peace and His mercy. And I pray that for every person that you love as well. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.